Ladies and gentlemen, your leader for the week, PhilJackson!
Born September 1945 from humble upbringings in rural Montana, Jackson is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the NBA. During his first NBA head coaching job with the Chicago Bulls, Jackson won the NBA championship 6 times. Next, Jackson joined the LA Lakers, leading them to 5 NBA titles. Jackson's total 11 NBA titles set the new record for most championships won by a coach in NBA history. His unique leadership style greatly contributed to his earth-shattering winningness. His holistic approach to coaching is influenced by Eastern philosophy, which emphasizes connectedness and balance.
Now this is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. And the wolf that keeps it shall prosper. The wolf that doesn't shall die. This law runs forward and back. That the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. This is a team game, and that the stronger the bond is between players, that's where the strength becomes. There's the belief that everybody should touch the ball, everybody had to be a part of what we were doing. That was the beginning of something that was to lead to this later life.
A journey that begins with a single step. It's a 1,000-mile journey. You've got to remember that each game is that step that you take along the way.
If you ask me to explain Zen right now, I can't do it. Because you can't describe it, you can't put it into words, but you know what it is. Us players that have played for him know exactly what it is and what he tries to accomplish with it.
He wants you to believe in a system. And he wants everybody to have a meaning within that system.
Michael, 11 seconds. Across the timeline he comes, goes to Pippen.
Pippen breaks inside. Well, Pippen got the snap. They go to Grant. To Paxson. Paxson going for the win. Here's Paxson for 3. The Chicago Bulls.
Once everybody's connected, then the picture is beautiful and the bond is stronger.
I think the biggest thing is to always believe in your players. They might be demonstrated in the moment when they're not performing well, that they are better than that. And they can prove it, and they show it by just putting them out there and letting them survive. But it's a certain sense of satisfaction in seeing what you've envisioned happen for these young men.
Some people may not understand his methods, but if you've played for him, you understand him completely and you know what he's about. I mean, he's just absolutely brilliant at bringing a group together to accomplish one common goal.
He's one of the few coaches in the NBA who's reluctant to call timeouts when the other team is making a run. And he always says, you know what, the team has to find their own way and figure out how to deal with problems. They can't rely on me all the time.
Probably the most important moment is maybe the first meeting I had with Michael Jordan when I was the head coach and told him what we were going to do and asked him to be a willing partner to this collection. Share his leadership. I wanted him to share the ball with his teammates because so many of the plays originated with him and went through him that teams could focus solely on him defensively. That was probably the key moment for our team growing. The late 90s of winning these championships. I think the inclusion of Dennis Rodman in this group is probably our peak addition. It was my call. And then bringing Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan in and talking to them about Dennis and how they felt the team would handle what his presence brought to our team. And accepting him for who he is, not what he does.
We had a meeting right before the playoffs in '98 where Phil asked each guy to write what the team and what this experience meant to them. Guys were talking about their families and their kids, and it was unbelievable, the bond that we felt.
And then means all for one for all.
You talk about motivation. How often do you see an NBA team with a bunch of tough guys crying together? It doesn't happen.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
He's the greatest of all time. Period.
What is it about Phil, his record, all the championships that he won with all the different people. Shows incredible skill as a coach. And then how he did it also shows a unique style of achieving greatness.